Yo, how's it going? I thought I'd go live. Newcastle United have made it through to the FA Cup quarter-finals. I thought I'd rather ditch the quick thoughts and I thought I'd get you guys more involved in the conversation. So Newcastle United have beaten West Bromwich Albion 3-2 down at the Hawthorns tonight, all thanks to 2 goals by Miggy Almiron and a third goal by Lazaro. So absolutely fantastic performance by the lads. Of course, not easy as West Brom put the pressure on with 2 late goals themselves, but we're through, and that is the main thing. And I'm sure you guys who coming into the live stream like myself are absolutely buzzing with the results down at the Hawthorns tonight or yesterday now, as I speak. Arsenal Vlogs, how's it going, mate? We've both made it through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. So, yeah, absolutely buzzing. Yep, you're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Go along and sub to him if you're watching. Oh, man, can't believe me luck. But, oh, man, honestly, can't believe that we've done it. I mean, people will argue, that we've played Oxford, we've played Rochdale, and we've played West Brom. But the point is, we've got the job done. And we're in the quarters and we're in the hat for the last 8. Draw will be made later on today, as it's a new day. Tammy Mammy Ma won't be on for table going to Wembley. Hope so. Hope so. One game away. Hit the like button if you want to be part of the stream and if you enjoy what you're watching. But yeah, let us know what you thought about the game tonight. I thought it was difficult. I thought it was really difficult. It was a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Put it that way. Well, you never know. I mean, you just got to take it one game at a time. I mean, West Brom, they made it difficult for on the night. And obviously, Steve Bruce made some very strange decisions in that second half. I was very surprised. But I thought really we should have scored a lot more goals than we did. Liam, what are you going with? Let's have a look, man. You going Chelsea, Arsenal, Man United, Tottenham, Sheffield United versus Man City, Newcastle, Leicester. Oh, I don't want Leicester City again because of what happened in the Carabao Cup. We went out within the first round. To be honest with you, I don't mind who we get because I think we've done really well to get this far. I mean, the fact that the fact I'm actually doing this live stream, saying that we're actually in the quarterfinals, says a lot about us. I'll take anybody because, like I say, we're not expected to be here, and it's going to be tough. Sheffield, I'll take anybody. At the end of the day, if you're in the quarters, you have to. And if you want to get to the semis and get to Wembley, you've got to beat what's put in front of you. And I just think, beggars can't be choosers. People want home ties. People want this. People want that. We're just gonna have to wait and see. What the draw gets made like tomorrow. But for me, I think it's just great that we're here and that we're in the quarterfinals. You know what I mean? We can't fault the lads' efforts for getting this far despite the run that we've had. Arsenal could beat anybody on the day. Arsenal can beat. You've won the most FA Cups out of anyone, so why not? Yeah, you say if Sheffield Wednesday beat Man City, but I can see Man City turning them over. I really can. Man City will be one of the favourites to win the FA Cup. Man City, they're favourites to win practically everything because of the money that goes through that club, season on season. But, the fact that I'm sitting here, we're in the quarterfinals, it's just great for the 5,000 Newcastle fans who went down there the night as well. Taking, 5,000 fans? Says a lot, really, and the fans have had something to shout about, which is the main thing. And, it's a long way to go, the Midlands, and to see Newcastle, see ourselves book, quarterfinal is great. Birmingham or Norwich. I think Birmingham will get beat off Leicester, and I think Norwich will get beat off Tottenham. So all the big boys by tomorrow night will be in the last 8. All the big boys will be left in it. But like I say, beggars can't be choosers. We've made it this far. We've got to just take it as it comes. If we get Man City, we get Man City. We get Chelsea, Chelsea. Same with Arsenal. Same with Tottenham, at the end of the day, we've just got to play to win the game. If we lose, we lose. You know what I mean? We've not expected to be this far. So, like I say, a lot of people will hate the fact that we're in the last eight, but you know what? Haters will always be haters. There'll be Mackhams, there'll be Smuggies, there'll be fans who don't like Newcastle United. Oh, they're in the quarterfinals, are buzzing. Who cares? We're in the quarterfinals, where are you? So, we're in it. That's the main thing. Oh, you're still on the coach, mate. Oh, man, safe journey. Safe journey back. But like I say, at least we've had something to celebrate. That's the main thing. They would now worse if we got it a 3-3 and they'd won the game. Now worse. From a 3-0 lead as well. Would have just been typical Newcastle if we'd done that. Who was your man of the match? I'm going to go with Miggy Almiron. Let us know down below in the comments. By the way, guys, if you're new to the stream and you want to hit the like button, that would be great. You don't have to, but it really would support me and it would support the channel as well. Joslu or Joe Linton? I would definitely go with Joslu. Joe Linton does nothing out for me. Miggy or Joey? We've only seen Miggy for, 14 months now. I thought Joey was quite good for Newcastle, to be fair. I'm not going to lie. Miggy, he's starting to find his form. So far, it's hard to say. Arsenal are screwed. You got West Ham. That'll be a tough game for you on Saturday because West Ham, obviously, they come off the back of a win. Arsenal use off the back of a win as well. So it's difficult to know, really, what's going to happen in that game. But in terms of the FA Cup, it's just great, isn't it, like how we're in the quarters? I just think it gives the city a real lift. It gives all the Geordies a real lift going back home. And it's just great to see we're in the hat because Newcastle in the FA Cup or any cup competition, it's like a disease. We don't go together. It's like coronavirus. We're like coronavirus. We're not, yeah. But honestly, do you know what it is, right? This FA Cup quarter-final, I'll take anybody. Bring them on. Bring them on, whoever it is. Bring them on. See what happens. You know what I mean? You play to win, in my opinion. You play to win. Because, like I say, we've made it this far. And then, we'll just sort of just take it from there. Imagine if we win the FA Cup. Well, it would be a shock. Especially under Steve Bruce. Imagine Steve Bruce, of all managers, winning us the FA Cup. I'd be gobsmacked. But for me, I don't want to get too excited because we're in the quarters, but all the big boys will come in. And then this is where we're really going to show what we're made of. I'm happy for we're getting far, but, we've made it difficult for ourselves against Rochdale, Oxford, West Brom tonight. And I'm happy, but realistically, are we going to get beyond the quarterfinals? I can't be too sure. If Wigan can do it, why can't we? Well, that's a true point, but teams are getting stronger now. No offence to Wigan, but, Tottenham strong, Chelsea strong, Arsenal strong, Man City are strong. We're just biding our time. I think Arsenal beat West Ham and City. It's possible. But then again, I don't know, like Arsenal this season have blown hot and cold. I know you have picked up as of late, but albeit you beat Portsmouth, I mean, they're all League One after all, but I don't know, it's going to be a tough one. I think West Ham they've picked up as well, so it's a hard one to call. Yes, Scott White, and how's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream. How are the lads? Brilliant result. Guys, if you're watching the stream, if you could really hit the like button, that would be amazing. We've got 1 like so far, so if you could support the stream in any way and hit the like button, it takes literally 2 seconds just to hit that like button up there. I think your like button's down there. So if you could, just hit the thumbs up. That would really be appreciated. So, like I say, it would really go a long way in supporting me, support the channel, and we'll go forward and all that good stuff. So, just, like I say, get involved in the conversation. I'm going to be streaming for a bit, just talking to you guys, whether you're Newcastle, Arsenal, Chelsea. Just, if you want to talk all things FA Cup and that, we'll have a chat. We'll, get it down in the comments. Arsenal haven't won against the big team away from home since 2015. West Ham maybe a win. Man City will lose. Man City again, they're another one, blow hot and cold. You don't know what you're going to get with them this season. Arsenal haven't beaten Man City in any competition since 2017. But then again, though, Arsenal, you've got a good record in the FA Cup. I think, if I'm not wrong, you have won the most FA Cups out of anyone. But if there's any Newcastle fans watching on the stream, Lewis York, how's it going, mate? Welcome to the stream. If you can hit the like button, that would be amazing. Hit the thumbs up. Let us know that you're enjoying it and you want to be part of the conversation. If there's any Geordies who went down to the game the night, let us know down below in the comments. Arsenal in the league, I think if you're talking about your form, I think you've been very hit and missy. I think you will get better under what's his face, Mikel Arteta. I think he's slowly getting Arsenal playing. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting weekend of football. We've got Southampton away. Not looking forward to that one. I want Tottenham at home if they beat Norwich. That's exactly what we want. We want a home tie because if we have any chance of getting to Wembley, right, we need a home tie. That's what we want. If we can get one of the big boys at St James's, then we've got every chance. Away from home, the way we nearly collapsed against West Brom tonight, I'd be a little bit concerned, but it's not to say that we can't. Let's have a look. Mourinho can't win at St James's Park, but you never know, that might all change with Tottenham. They're a good side. Let's have a look. Lewis, do you think we're going to be safe in the league? Yeah, we should do. We should be safe. I mean, we're, 5 points off the drop. Southampton coming up. If we can go down there, St Mary's and get a point, I'll take it. And then obviously we've got the likes of Sheffield United and is it Villa coming up as well. So, you know, it's a two van. We've got every chance. We just need to stop making mistakes and, you know, killing off games. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to do. Just stop killing off. Stop bringing teams into games like we did, you know, the night against West Brom, Oxford, Rochdale. Arsenal to get fifth, at least win every game, and we'll go to City, Wolves, Spurs. It's possible, you know. Arsenal can get fifth. You know, for me, I think the Premier League this season, I think it's poor. I really do think the league is poor this season. I mean, we've only got 3 goals from the forward 3 this season, and we're sitting in 14th. For me, that's relegation form. You should be in the bottom 3 with that, and it's only because the rest of them can't score themselves. That's it. Scott White, and is it too early to get the hotel booked for Wembley or what? No, not really, mate. No, honestly, get your speed dial out. Get calling, because you never know. Wembley could be calling. Even if it is only a semi-final, if we make it that far. You know, we could get to Wembley. Be great. Yeah, the thing is for Arsenal, I think what you need to do is, like what Newcastle do, take it one game at a time. One game at a time, and then just evaluate every month. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think you've got the team. You definitely got the team. I like that Saka as well. I think he's a great player. I think he's fantastic. Yeah, it's Wednesday already. Just buzzing for this draw, you know. I just want to see who we'll get. At the end of the day, we're going to get a big boy. We're going to get a Man United, a Chelsea, a Man City, a Tottenham. Just all I'm going to say is just bring it on. Like, at the end of the day, we'll go out because we've made it to the quarters, but we're Newcastle. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, it's interesting. Paddy Proudlock, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Let's get chatting. I'm live. I'm alive. I'm here. Guys, if you're watching the stream, if you can hit a like just down there or whatever, hit the thumbs up, support the stream, help us out, be part of the conversation. We're on 4 likes. We've got a few in the stream, so if we could push that thumbs up a bit more, just get it done. You know, be great. I'm nervous for the draw. Do you know what? I'm not even nervous because at the end of the day, we're not expected to be here. We're playing one of the bigger boys. They've got more money than us. They've got better squads than us. If we're at home, I do fancy her. I would fancy her at home. I really would. The Villa game will be postponed because of the FA Cup. Yep, so we won't be playing them now, unfortunately. That will be pushed back. But then again, games in hand might come to be a blessing in disguise. It really would. Peter, I've seen your comment somewhere. What do you say, mate? Still feel drained after that. Oh, man, Newcastle. They were giving me a heart attack, you know, in that last 10 minutes. Steve fucking Bruce giving me an absolute heart attack. Oh, man, honestly, like, what the fuck was he doing taking off Miggy Almiron in Alan St. Maximin when we're 3-0 up? When Miggy's going for a hat-trick and Alan St. Maximin was putting in the assists? Man, I couldn't believe it. Like, Steve Bruce, what is he trying to do? Is he trying to kill Waugh or something? Liam, what do you say? Would it be a surprise if Norwich beats Tottenham? I wouldn't be surprised. Same if Birmingham beats Leicester. Nah, that's the FA Cup. Birmingham could go to Leicester and win, and Norwich could go to Tottenham and win. That's just the way football is, you know. I mean, don't get us wrong. We've had a piss easy run into this quarterfinals. I mean, we've had Rochdale, Oxford, fucking West Brom, and now we've got one of the big boys coming. I'd still class Sheffield United as a big boy because they're having a good season themselves. The draw is 9:50 Wednesday night. Well, it might be 10:30 if it's a bloody replay. Sorry, extra time and penalties. Saving for the next game. Jason English. Just bear in mind, Albion 9 changes. Yeah, they did. Like, West Brom made changes. Do you know what it is? If there's any West Brom fans watching, I actually thought you played really well. 3-0 down. Your heads could have dropped. You're in the Championship. You could have focused on getting promoted. But do you know what it is, right? Give credit to Slavian Bilic. Give credit to their squad for actually sticking in there and making a fight of it. And potentially, if you gave West Brom 5 minutes, in my opinion, I thought West Brom could have actually took an extra time. We literally lived on the edge. We really did. Bloody hell. Plus, if Tottenham and Leicester being on poor form, well, in the FA Cup, form goes out the window. I mean, we were in piss poor form going into West Brom and we somehow got a result. What makes you think it's 10:30? The reason why I think 10:30 is because if Sheffield Wednesday can hold Manchester City, which, can happen in the FA Cup, then why not? It'll go to extra time and then, possibly penalties. But like I say, with Newcastle, I'm just glad that we got the job done because, like I say, I'm sick of all these fucking replays. Oxford, Rochdale. Honestly, I thought West Brom at one point were going to get I thought they were going to get extra time. I really did think that. And it would have been absolutely heartbreaking if they did because I wouldn't say that they wouldn't have deserved it otherwise. So it's just great, to see we're in the FA Cup quarterfinals. Something we haven't done, in a good, 14 years or something like that. So, it's always a good thing. It's a good thing for the city. It just brings everybody together. And we're just, fingers crossed, we'll get a home tie. That's what we want, ideally. But if it's away from home, if you want to get to Wembley, you've got to do it the hard way. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. So, guys, if you're in the stream and you want to be part of it, drop your like down below, drop your comments in, and be part of it. If you're on the coach and that, safe journey back from the Hawthorns tonight. Be part of the conversation. Lewis York, you're a Toon fan. You are, yes, mate. You are a Toon fan. Geordie Joe Linton, more like slow Linton, but I didn't think he had a bad game tonight, unfortunately. I thought he could have played a bit better, but that's me being, controversial because I like to be a controversial fucker because that's just the way I am. But, guys, just obviously let us know what you thought about the game, Denise. I thought it had everything, didn't it? Let's hope we win the FA Cup, get into Europe. Mate, like every other Geordie, we haven't won anything since 1954. 1954. And I wasn't even born. So, winning the FA Cup, I don't know. I don't want to get ahead of myself. That's a I don't want to get ahead of myself because I think if you get ahead of yourself, then the reality does hit you. Even if we win the FA Cup, I will always hate Mike Ashley. Well, apparently the fat cockney bastard, right, was actually at the Hawthorns. I found out on a video. Was it Rent he put it out? What a fat cockney bastard he was. Fucking arsehole, Mike Ashley, man. Can't stand the fucker. Draining this football club of success. Honestly, man. Do your utmost, right, and fuck off. Fuck off out the club. I mean, what bothers me with Mike Ashley, right? Why the fuck is he going to our FA Cup games? He fucking laughs, right, in the games. I see him at St James's Park on the TV and he's like, ha 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 ha. What a fucking cunt he is. Honestly, Mike Ashley is a fat cunt. I fucking hate the cunt. Fucking hate him. Hate fucking Mike Ashley. Just can't stand the cunt. Why the fuck was he at the Hawthorns tonight, eh? What's he trying to do? Trying to rip the piss out of the 5,000 fucking Newcastle fans who made the fucking journey to support the team? Oh, fucking hate him. Anyone got... who was the fucking bloke that got Mike Ashley's signature? Who the fuck wants Mike Ashley's signature? Who wants that cockney bastard's signature? Cunt. 1955 was our last FA Cup. And I make so don't take them seriously, and that fat cockney bastard's the reason why. He always has been. He always has been. Mike Ashley, fucking typical, man. Scummy London cunt. But he is. Hope Chelsea get Man United. That'll be a good game. Sorry, I've just had a bit of a rant about Mike Ashley because I don't like him. Fat cockney bastards was at the game, gave his autograph to a fan. What benefit are you going to have of getting an autograph off Mike Ashley? Why do you think Arsenal beat best chance of progression to the semis? Which quarterfinal will be good for Arsenal? Unfortunately, I think it'll be us. Us or Sheffield United. You need. If Arsenal are progress, you play us at the Emirates. Because what happened only a few weeks ago? You hammered to a 4-0. But at the end of the day, man, FA Cup, we're actually in it. We're in it to win it. I'm not saying we're going to win the fucker, but we're here. We've made it this far. And the lads have dug in and we've got rewards. 1969, exactly. They were saying on the TV, all these cups don't even exist anymore. You know what I mean? We win the non-existent trophies, but fair play to the legends of before. But like, we need to start doing something about that. But the only way we're going to do something at this club, right, is if the fat cockney bastard leaves. That's it. That's the only reason, the way we're going to do something, because it's literally buy shrewdly, buy loads of cheap, shitty signings, and that's it. 3-0 and almost bottled it. Yeah, we did. Jordan, you're right. Spot on, we did. I can't fucking sit here and say that, oh, we cruised it. We didn't. We got fucking lucky, to be fair. What's up, man? Oh, mate, I'm not happy with Mike Ashley. Like, why the fuck is he at the games? You can be what owner, but why does he turn up when it matters? When, you know, he'll come up against it. We'll play someone like, say, for example, fucking Tottenham or Aston Villa at St James's Park, and he'll just laugh his head off. Or we'll play an irrelevant game at St James's Park and he's never there. But yeah, he turns up in an FA Cup fucking 5th round. Honestly, man, Mike Ashley, piss off. Piss off, man. But it was a Sunderland fan who got Mike Ashley's autograph. Oh, do you know what? Sunderland, a relevant club. Can't stand Sunderland. Can't stand the fans either. Probably all the haters as well. Like, oh, you made it the quarterfinals. Who gives a shit? How far did you get? Oh, yeah, round 1. If we had a better owner and Bruce has another season building up these players, I can see us getting top 5 next year. I can't. I don't have any trust in Steve Bruce, if I'm honest. I really don't. As much as he's got with the quarters, I didn't. Bruce was a testy post-match and about ASM. I seen that with Craig Hope. Fair play to him. You know what I mean? If he's going to spout shit on the social media and say, oh, this happened, that happened, Steve Bruce is well within his rights to say what he has to say. And fair play to him. Guys, if you're watching, if you want to like, dislike, do what you need to do. But please rate the video. That'd be great. Best bit, Newcastle win the best comedy football tonight. Victor, my Liverpool. Fucking hell, I know what happened to Liverpool. Fucking hell, they were shite, weren't they? I like Liverpool as well. 4 cups didn't matter. Well, that's what really bugs me about Mike Ashley. That's what really bugs me. Like, how the fuck are we even in the quarterfinals with this fucking tub of lord in the club? I've got a feeling we get Chelsea. I hate playing Chelsea. I do think they're on good form because they beat Spurs and Liverpool at home and lost to United and drew Bournemouth. It's hard to say with Chelsea at the minute. They blow hot and cold. I would take Chelsea. I'd take Mr. James's. We're beating them 1-0, so, you know, a chance to potentially get to Wembley. I'm not saying we're going to, but I don't know. It's going to be hard for Newcastle, I think, for us. We're just going to have to fucking try and do something. Just going to say 4-1. Who do you hate more, Mike Ashley or Sunderland? Obviously, I hate Sunderland. Can't stand them. League One, it's where they deserve to be. I can't stand Sunderland. The fans are just deluded, thinking that they're going to get out of League One. In your dreams. Tell me, yeah, go to Wembley. The Daily Fail, can't stand them either. Can't watch it. Pity Prodlock, hi. Newcastle or Rambardi, Berry enter the chart. Yeah, honestly, John, I don't disagree. I don't disagree with that. But, you know, only Mike Ashley he just needs to fuck off. Like, that's the way I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, he's draining everything out the football club. It's just, what I don't understand is why he was at the game tonight. I really don't understand. You know what I mean? We're in a 5th round. Oh, let's thrive off the supporters to make us look good. Mike Ashley, you've drained, right, the success out of this club. Not that we've gained anything anyway under you, but anything that we could have had, you've drained it out. Just fuck off. Wonder when the Villa match will get moved to. Hopefully last week. And I have no idea, mate. To be honest with you, we'll have to wait and see what the Premier League decide to do. But I can't even believe we're actually here because I've never seen the past for. What bugs is, right, Mike Ashley, right, was never at the games before this. Like, you know what I mean? We were playing the Premier League against Watford or something, right? On a Saturday night, Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Mike Ashley's not even there. He's never there. What's the point? Why now? What, making yourself look amazing when you've already caused enough damage, man? Imagine Fleetwood versus Sunderland playoff final. Fleetwood win it. Fleetwood are better than Sunderland. Fleetwood are a better side than Sunderland. I'll say that right now. Out of the 3 players on loan, who would you like to sign? No option for Rose, but think Lazaro is key player for us. Do you know what it is, right? Lazaro, I'm not too sure on. I'm not too sure on Bentaleb. I would actually say, right, if it was me, I would go Danny Rose just for being a natural left back. A natural left back, that's it. First time we have reached the quarters under the fat cockney bastards regime and the bollocks had to show up. Exactly, like that's what really fucks us off. Like, why did he even show up? Just stay at home, Mike Ashley. Stay at home, right? And just laugh your head off in front of Rat Lee Charnley because that's all he's ever done anyway. Mock the club for what it is. Do you think Rose over Richie? Rose doesn't look fit, man. I know what you mean, but I think Rose hasn't played that many games all season. That's why he doesn't look match fit. I would probably, I would probably say, I'll probably stick with Rose for now. Maybe have Matt Ritchie pushed up a little bit more on the pitch, but we'll wait and see against Southampton. Guys, if you're actually watching, if you could just hit the like button down below, just to let you know you're enjoying it, and the more likes we get, we'll grow the channel, do more live streams, and that get you guys more involved. And yeah, like 10 likes, if we can push them up, a bit more, that would be great. So it takes literally 2 seconds to like the stream, and like I say, get your conversation down below, and let us know. Newcastle, we made it to the quarterfinals, draws later on today. Jordan, what have you said? That was the meme. Newcastle aren't run badly, but those clubs were. Well, that's true. I mean, Bury did go down. Well, they got completely liquidated, didn't they? Or have they been liquidated? Or they go to the Counties League or something. That's what I heard. Will the boycotters return if it's a home tie? Well, to be fair, I'm one of the boycotters, so I'll not be there. If it's a home tie, I'll not be there. I've said I'll boycott the season. I'm a man of my word. I'll be back next season. I'll do vlogs and shit, but nah, honestly, like, we need a home tie. That's what we do need if we want to progress to the semis. I would fear for if it's away from home. Joey Barton making the Sunderland fans cry at Wembley again. That would just be great. If Joey Barton, right, can keep them in League One. To be fair, Fleetwood, right, could actually get automatic promotion. They're actually a good side. Fleetwood could actually get promoted. I think they won the night as well. Did they beat Ipswich? Fucking hell, Ipswich getting beat off Fleetwood as well. If it's not Sunderland, if it's not Sunderland, right, it's Ipswich. Probably a midweek game, the Villa game. Probably, mate, most likely. Already like, mate, Chaz, Rob, really appreciate it. Anybody who has liked, thank you very much. That does mean the world to us. And we're going to continue the stream. Like, we're just going to keep talking. Chatting all shit, about Newcastle. Let's have a look. Liam, what have you said? I think if we aren't relegated next season, it would be next season. The thing is, if we don't invest in this squad, right, which I still think's weak, I still think we've got too many deadwood players. We've got too many fucking wannabes who think they're actually better than they are. For me, in the summer, I'd have a massive clear out. I would have a massive clear out at the football club. There's plenty of players in that squad right now that I'd love not to see next season. But then again, I'm a controversial little bastard. And yeah, I don't really care. I don't really care. I'm a controversial little bastard. But let's have a look at more comments. Bury died and reformed. Bolton survived and Leeds. Well, 15 years with no Premier League. Well, it is tough, like, isn't it, when you got in the EFL? Because, like I say, I think the EFL, a corrupt little bunch of bastards as well. Fucking EFL. Rotherham and Coventry for top 2. I wouldn't discard Portsmouth and Fleetwood. I still think there's a long way to go. Chances at Saints, 3 points. We're having a horrendous record there, going back to the days of the Dell. Do you know what it is, man? I don't think we'll win the game. I'd love to see we win it. I don't think we'll lose it. Well, actually, it would just be typical Newcastle if we lost the game. I'm actually going to go for a draw. I'm not going to go for my prediction just yet. I think we'll draw. I really do. A point, down at there, Southampton would be great. Hey, man, how is the coronavirus stuff affecting games? Do you think they will be close to some games and to the public? I don't think it's really affected too many. Well, actually, I don't think it's affected any clubs at the minute in the UK if games getting called off. I know it happened was at Inter Milan in the Europa League and a few other games, but we need a new striker. Well, we do. Like, for me, Joe Linton's just championship striker, isn't he? Mutu, shit. Andy Carroll, shit. Done. And Joe Linton, not a striker. So, for me in the summer, what did we actually sign in terms of a striker? Because theoretically, we didn't sign one. And we've put a left winger as a number 9. So, it says it all, really. No, I mean, it says it all about our recruitment under Mike Ashley and Rat-Faced Lee Charnley, because I can't stand them both. I really can't stand them. And like I say, they're killing any success of the football club. And I wouldn't be surprised, right, if we got a quarter-final against a Chelsea or an Arsenal and Mike Ashley turns up just for the crack. And then say we get knocked out, he'll not even turn back up. That's the sort of man he is. Horrible little bastard, man. Thoughts on those plane spotters on Twitter? What plane spotters? Like, I haven't seen any plane spotters. Unless the Mackham's a bit jealous that we made the quarterfinals in Smoggies. No shock there. But if you're in the stream and you're watching and you want to be part of the conversation, drop your comments down below. Also, like the stream as well. We're on 10 likes. So there's 14 years in. If you could just hit the thumbs up and help us out, that would be massively appreciated. And of course, I know there'll be some Geordies back. Coming back on the coach as well. So safe journey to you guys as well. And I'm glad he's got the result. I'm glad we got the result, should I say. And something to shout about. Martinez from Atlanta United. I know he's Miggy's partner, wasn't he? I'm not too sure, if I'm honest with you. I'm really, really not sure. He's from MLS, isn't he? It depends if we stay up or we go down, but like, is he any good? Would you rather win the FA Cup and get relegated or stay up and get knocked out? Cup all day for me. I would rather see Newcastle get relegated and win the FA Cup because for me, it's a domestic trophy and this club's been starved of any success for, well, for as far as I can remember. Is it 1954 was the last major domestic title, the FA Cup? I cannot believe it's been that long, but there we go. I would definitely take Newcastle getting relegated if we win the FA Cup because for me, I think we'll come back up. I've always been a big firm believer in Newcastle attracting players, attracting a decent manager to get back up. So, yeah, for me, I would definitely take winning the FA Cup and getting relegated over losing the FA Cup and staying up because, you know, we'll have this every season where it's just stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. We've got now to shout about. It's just shit every season. Mid-table dross. That's all it is. And then we'll have a little scare of a relegation battle and then we'll stay up and then, you know, repeat. It's just... Pff. I mean, the ones who keep tracking planes over the takeover, honestly, mate, I don't think there's any takeover. There never was one and there never will be. I don't think he'll sell up anytime soon, as much as I'd love to see it. No, I can't see it, man. I really can't. I think it's also a lot about the connection, understanding they have, and he has pace and strength, Martinez, and good options. Well, the thing is, it's all good having pace, right? It's all good being good in the MLS, but the Premier League's a different kettle of fish. You know what I mean? Like you've got to show that you can't do it. I know Miggy's. I mean, it took Miggy what was it a good like 10 months to get used to the Premier League in terms of the goal that he scored against Palace. It might be a bit longer actually. I can't remember, but we can't afford to keep going this long. Let's have Martinez is good, but he's insured. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Reaching the cup final and losing might be enough to get us back into Europe. 2 games from Europe. Well, yeah, that's it. Because obviously Man City have this moment in time they've been kicked out of Europe, haven't they? So they were saying something like if Man City were to win the FA Cup as well, then obviously the next place would go to 8th. But then I wouldn't see if we got to the final. I wouldn't see why we wouldn't get the place. I wouldn't mind another Europa League campaign. Like I miss those days. Europa League, Champions League, and that. But under this regime, we're not going to achieve anything. You know what I mean? We'll just do things once in the blue moon. But a Europa League campaign once in the blue moon, and now we're having a cup run once in the blue moon. Let's have a look. For a team like Newcastle, a good fit. Well, the thing is, it's all being a good fit, but at the end of the day, it depends on who your manager is. Is it going to be Bruce or is it going to be somebody different? They might have new ideas. Obviously, he's changed the formation recently to like a 4 at the back, and he's gone with like, I don't know, like. The game tonight against West Brom was more like a 4-4-1-1 because he had like St. Maximin on one side and then obviously had like sort of Almiron as like a cam and then Joe Linton up front. How old is the fat cockney bastard? Oh, bloody hell. Is he not in his 50s? Mike Ashley, I think's in his 50s, you know, if I'm not wrong. Someone go on Wikipedia for us and check how old Mike Ashley is. I'm sure he's in his 50s. I could be wrong. For a team like Newcastle, a good fit, yeah. MLS's retirement league. Well, that's the way I look at it. Like it is thriving to be fair to it, but it's not. It's not on the same level as the Premier League. That's the thing. So yeah, let us know, Jodies, if you were at the game tonight. Let us know if you're travelling back and who was your man of the match tonight. And of course, we did make light work of it against West Brom. You know, going. 3-0 up in West Brom could theoretically have, got it extra time. He's 55. There you go. So he's in his 50s. But the thing is, like, he's still old enough to own a football club. Do you know what I mean? Like, if anything, if he wants to continue on with his family, he could do that. But obviously, we hope not. I'm 55-year-old, so, he's in his middle 50s. So, he's... What, when did he buy the club? It was 13 years ago, so he would have been 42. When it comes to the strikers, we are exactly where we were when Rondon and Perez left. Better get it right this summer instead of relying on defenders for goals. To be honest with you, I think this season we're a lot weaker. Even though we've got, St. Maximin and Almiron up front and that. I think we're a lot weaker this season than we were last season. I think last season, well, come on. I mean, they both got double figures, both Perez and Rondon, right? St. Maximin, Almiron, they've only got like 3 between them. You know what I mean? It's not a lot of goals, is it? The rest have got like 25 plus. That's scary, that. I'm here for Almiron, staying here for the passion of the fans. Honestly, since Almiron joined, I have not missed a single game. Almiron, I like him. He's passionate. You know, he knows exactly what he's doing, but with the formation and stuff, he's just been starved of any service. Could easily not sell for another 20 years plus. Exactly, it's Mike Ashley, isn't it? Mike Ashley will stick around. He's that sort of person. Plus, we turn up and we fill the stadium. We buy the merchandise. We buy all the stuff. We, the 5,000 going there to West Brom tonight. You know, we're gonna fill out in the home end if we get if we get a home tie in the quarterfinals. All of that stuff. It's the passion. You know, we love the club. You know, Mike Ashley's just a person at the end of the day. Nobody's bigger than the football club, because the stadium will always be there. Let's have a look. Thoughts on fans who say we need relegation and not return to the Premier League for Mike Ashley to sell, as Sportsnet won't be advertising the Championship and the parachute payments will go. Well, the Championship, you have a couple of years to get back up. If you don't make it in 2 years, then yes, you lose your parachute payments and then you sort of have to go with EFL. Obviously, you can only spend so much in the Championship as well, so you have to spend within your means. But it's difficult to say, really, because a club of our stature, I don't think would stay in the Championship very long. Like, that sounds very arrogant. If we were to go down, we'll come up the next season or the season after, because there'd be so much huge expectation to get back into the Premier League. This is the division which we belong in. So we wish we had a striker like Alan Shearer. If we did, mate, we'd be in the top 6, easy, top 6. Any sign of Henry Savage? Nah, mate, he's done, mate. He needs to get in the bin. He was done a long time ago, man. Henry Savage, who was he? Sean, Stan Kroenke, yes, not Stan. Good old Stan, Stan Kroenke at Arsenal. Bit like Mike Ashley, isn't he? But do you know what it is, though, right? With Stan Kroenke, he actually buys some good players. You know, like Aubameyang, like Lacazette, like Torreira, like Ozil. We haven't had any of that sort of shit. Who we had? Oh, yeah, fucking hell. Rondon, Perez, most of them are frees. Next to any money, and we've sold them on for good money. Ben Arthur, Kabay. They aren't like big names. So if Villa lost against Derby, they would have been in a mess financially. That could have happened to us, just being honest. Could have done. But like I say, a club like Villa, they expect to be in the Premier League. And to be fair, I don't like them, but they are a Premier League club. West Ham's owner's 80-year-old. But they've got on the joint ownership though. Haven't they got Karen Brady, and they've got is it David Gold as well? I'm sure they've got him in charge as well. So you know what I mean? So they've got wealthy owners. Well, are they wealthy? They probably are in their own right, but I wouldn't say they're wealthy, to be good enough for West Ham. Guys, if you are watching the stream, if you could just drop a thumbs up as well, just to know you're watching, and it would help the channel to grow. I'm on 10 likes, so if you could push it up a bit more, that would be great. Try and get it to about 15 likes, then that'd be great. Let's have a look. Sir John Hall always comes into a place I work at. May have to try twist his arm into getting Mike Ashley out. Please do, mate. Say what you need to say to him, and just say, right, if you got any ambition, come back. Drive this bloody parasite out of the football club, because he's not good. But honestly, that really bugged me the night when I seen him coming out, going into the car. I'm like, why are you going to a game because we're in the 5th round with a quarterfinal at stake? Like, you're never there any other time. You know what I mean? It's people like Mike Ashley that really do bore the living lights out of us. West Ham's owners destroyed Birmingham. Yeah, they've been in a bit of a few problems, haven't they? Lately, Birmingham. City get banned from Europe. I hope City get banned. Well, as far as I'm aware, they are banned, but they are protesting against it. I think they are sending some forms off or something to UEFA. But to be fair, the way they've been protesting about the music and shit like that, I don't think they'll get overturned. But then again, if they do get overturned, for me, it's typical City. Typical City. They'll bribe them, they'll pay them money, and there you go, and it'll be case closed and then back to normal. It happened with Chelsea. They had a couple of what was it? They had a couple of windows where they said, oh, they're not allowed to buy any players. Fucking hell. This summer they're allowed to buy players. Fucking corrupt, man. Honestly, football at this moment in time is corrupt. I've seen Man United fans compare the Glazers to Mike Ashley. Any thoughts? Nah, not really. Nah. They actually go and spend on players. They got Pogba in. Who else they got? Bruno Fernandes. they're actually getting players who are doing well in other clubs who are like recognised. What do? We'll buy so many unknown players who we've never heard of. And what really gripes me is we'll go out and we'll buy shitty loan signings. Like, why can't we make players we're on? Make players we're on. That's what they should be. They should be stamped down on a contract. Sorry, guys, just had to check my phone. So yeah, like if you're in the stream, if you don't mind sticking a thumbs up, that'd be great. Put your comments down below. Let us know if you're at the game. Let us know if you're a West Brom fan, a Newcastle fan. Just hoy all your shit down below. That'd be great. On the road to 700 by April, mate. You'll be catching me soon. You'll be way ahead of me. My fucking channel's falling apart this time. It's only because I'm beating the games why my subscribers haven't risen. That's the only reason. But once I go back next season, they'll start rising again. Plus, I'm going to be doing away games as well. Hopefully, well, I am actually getting a season ticket next season. So obviously that's not going to please everybody. But yeah, I will be getting a season ticket and I will be vlogging pretty much every game. And I'm going to be going to away games as well. So, and plus with work and stuff as well, I want to go to away games as well. So it'll work around that. So the channel should grow next season. I don't mind that it's not doing so well this season. Because like I said, I haven't been going to games. Another star now, another star we know very well. We do. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, the only reason why my channel suffered, right, big time, is because all the other Newcastle fans who do YouTube, they've obviously been going to games. A lot of them said they weren't actually going back, but they did. But I won't call out names because, that wouldn't be fair. But for me, I stuck by my word. I said I wasn't going back for the season because I wasn't happy with the way that Mike Ashley treated Rafa Benitez, one of the best managers that we've had at the club since Kevin Keegan and Chris Hughton and that. But yeah, like next season I'll be going to games. Like, I'll be getting a season ticket. And I can't wait for that. Like I say, I've said I'll wait for the whole season. I'll go back in August. And I can't wait to get all the vlogs started back up again. Do away games. Go all these different grounds. Do quick thoughts. And we'll do previews, reviews. Get fans on in that. It'll be great. Loads of live streams. So, just going to let this season peter out, Let it do what it needs to do. And then next season it's going to be fantastic. Looking forward to it. So, so I don't mind at the minute. Like, I don't mind the channel suffering. I really don't mind. Because, like I say, big things are going to happen in next season. Let's have a look at the comments. Will Andy Carroll ever play 90 minutes again? Probably not. I hope he leaves. Andy Carroll's he's a flop. Andy Carroll is the definition of a flop. Like, just as well, we're going on a free. Because he offers nothing. He really does. Andy Carroll's done. Andy Carroll is done. What annoys me about our club is clubs like Brentford, Bristol City, Bournemouth and Brighton have much better training facilities than us. Well, that's all down to the fat cockney bastard for not putting the investment into the club. Yeah, you can do all your little bits out in the front of the ground, but fucking hell, what's that going to do? Should have been done 13 years ago. 13 years too late. I'm a right controversial bastard, aren't I? Sorry, but I just am. If it was us, it would have been another way around. We would be banned and charged. Probably. It would just be typical, man, wouldn't it? Then again, we're no strangers to getting banned. No strangers. Predict Arsenal, West Ham. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to a 2-1 win to Arsenal. I was going to say 2-1 West Ham. I think you'll win that one. I think that win against Portsmouth will give you good confidence going into West Ham. Plus, if you have any intentions of top 5, then fortunately you have to beat West Ham. But then I don't know. I didn't want to go against West Ham. I think on their day they could be a good side as well. I know they're not having the best season, but they could turn up at any ground and get a result. They nearly did it against Liverpool. Andy Carroll isn't the player he was when he was playing teams like Bolton and Blackpool. Yeah, Man City versus Arsenal next Wednesday. Unfortunately, I would probably back Man City to win that 2-1 as well. I think you'll beat West Ham, but I'm not too sure against Manchester City. But then again, I don't know. Like, City this season haven't been that good. I don't think they could be a lot better. I wouldn't be surprised if that finishes a draw. Could do. Newcastle United versus Derby County in the FA Cup. Well, that's only if Derby can make it through against Man United. That's no easy game. I'm predicting Man United to win that. I think Bruno Fernandes will. I think he'll have them on toast. Yeah, Rooney's bloody welcoming back, but fucking Bruno Fernandes will have the final word. Brighton versus Arsenal, 14th of March. I'm going to say Arsenal will win that one 3-1. You should be beating the likes of Brighton. We've got to play them as well. I think it's last away game of the season in April, so that should be a good one. I'm going to try and get to Brighton, actually. Try and get to that one. I want to try and get to one of the southern clubs, Bournemouth or Brighton, one of the two. So looking forward to one of a long journey, I guess, at the end of towards the end of the season. Guys, if you are new again, please don't forget to like the stream and put your comments down below. Any Newcastle, West Brom fans, any fans who are left in the FA Cup, or if you just want to chat all the shebang, that'd be great. Jason said, the fat cockney bastard agreed to Carroll deal just to have a laugh with his pub cronies, sold for 35 million and returned for nout. I think the only reason why I signed Andy Carroll was to make the fans come back, and it just was never working with me, unfortunately. I think there's something in his contract to say that he can sign on for another season, but why do you want Deadwood in your side? Like, don't get us wrong, I like Andy Carroll, I respect him, he's a local lad and that, but I liked him like 10 years ago. Andy Carroll's been around the block at Liverpool, West Ham, and what's he done? What has Andy Carroll done? Like, this season, yeah, fair enough. He's had a couple of assists, but, like, what's he done? What has Andy Carroll done this season to suggest that he deserves another contract? Nout. Fuck all. Is this the year Leeds go up? Yep, I think Leeds are definitely going up this season. I want to go to Southampton, Wolves and Spurs. Why not? Get yourself along, mate. Go and back Arsenal. Get some matchday vlogs out and grow your channel. Best way to do it, man. I'm going to definitely do a lot more vlogs next season. Like I say, I don't mind the channel, right, being as boring as it is for like doing reviews, previews, and shit like that, because like next season it will get better. I'm confident. I'm confident in my own ability. Can't lie, I love Andy Carroll. Not like, don't get us wrong, I love Andy Carroll's passion. I do. And when you score, it does sort of remind you of back in the day and that. But like, I look at it now and I'm thinking, we could do so much better. Like, I've got a lot of respect for Andy Carroll, but like, I think he's done personally. He was done a long time. We should never have signed him. Sounds harsh to say, but I think it was like a bit of a best publicity for Mike Ashley to get the fans back on their seats, and plus season tickets not being high as well. So you got to remember little things like that. We play Brighton away in May. Yeah, towards the end of the season. Carroll too injury prone now. But that's what I mean. Like, what does Andy Carroll add to us? Add to our side? I prefer quicker strikers. I really do. I want strikers who are willing to peel off the last man, not people like Joe Linton who's just going to stroll around like a fucking idiot and do nothing. Time for Tom Allen to get some minutes on the bench. Tom Allen, right, should be at least on the bench. For me, he should be making, right, that bench at least. He should be coming on in the second half. Like, why are we overlooking, why we're overlooking our reserves? Like, look at, Matty and Sean Longstaff coming through. Fantastic. Who's going up? I think it's West Brom, Leeds and Fulham. You're probably right. I wouldn't be surprised if Brentford or one of them shocker wants to go up as well. Time for Tom Allen, yeah. He braids Stephen Taylor. He's got a contract for life, man. Stephen Taylor, wow. Leeds, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Go for Sturridge. Apparently he's been banned, so he'd be a bit of a no-go for us at the minute. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you enjoy it, and put your comments down below as well. I think Leeds are having a good season. As well, like if you could subscribe to us, that'd be great, and be part of the channel. I do loads of previews, reviews. I want to try and do some more live streams, and I want to do more, getting more involved views. You know what I mean? So yeah, all that shit. Just do it all down below. Let's have a look. We should go for Danny Ings or Chris Wood. Chris Wood, to be fair, would be a good shout, but yeah, like it's hard to say really. I wonder if Rafa would have got more of Slow Linton. I don't think so. Rafa didn't want him, and to be fair, I wasn't too keen on him either. And yeah, it's just like, what does he offer to the side, Joe Linton? I don't think he offers anything. I really don't. Personally, if it was because I'm controversial, I would actually send him out on loan. But that's just me. Chaz, mate, thanks for the sub, man. I really appreciate it. Anybody who does or has subbed to the channel in the past, really, really thank you very much. And for, jumping on board. I do want to try and get the channel up to, 3K subscribers. Hopefully by the end of the year, you never know. With the way the channel's grown at the minute, fucking 2 mile an hour. Who knows? Oh, you're a Liverpool fan. Well, Liverpool got dumped out, didn't they, by Chelsea? What's your thoughts on that? It's been a disappointing couple of games, I would say, for Liverpool. But obviously, same can't be said, about us this season. We've been pretty shit. I'm not gonna lie, fourth in the league. But I like Rafa. Like I do miss Rafa. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say I didn't, because Rafa brought a great spirit amongst the squad. He was great with the City and stuff. I'm not saying Bruce can't do that, but yeah. Why is Tom Allen and Adam Armstrong not part of the Newcastle United team? Tom Allen, I don't think he's really trusted yet with Steve Bruce. That's probably one of the reasons why. In terms of Adam Armstrong, he's done. He's out on loan. No, he's not. He's actually at Blackburn permanently now. He did actually move around. He went to a Coventry, Barnsley. Trying to remember who he played for now. He was actually, to be fair, I actually liked Adam Armstrong. I thought he was a good player for us, but didn't really get the games, unfortunately. Yeah, he's at Blackburn. Anyone who's watching the stream, please, if you could give the thumbs up. We're on 11 likes, so if we could just push them up, try and get it over 15 likes, that'd be great. But yeah, if you are watching, you could tell your friends as well, share the channel, subscribe, and keep your comments going as well, and I'll just keep talking. Been going for about 50 minutes now, so still absolutely buzzing, getting through to the quarterfinals. I think it's fantastic, for the City. It's great for the fans. It's great for the travelling fans as well, who had to make that journey, on a cold Tuesday night. And like I say, West Brom, they played a massive part on the game as well. I thought they had a game plan and they stuck to it. And had that been Newcastle, right? Had we gone 3-0 down the night against West Brom, you couldn't see us getting 2 goals back like they did. Fucking hell. Blackburn, only a couple of wins off the playoffs. Yeah, like Blackburn are another ex-Premier League club, so the Championship at the minute is quite difficult to say, because anybody from, is it like 11th or 12th could go into the playoffs as well, so all it takes is just a run, if any sort, and then you could be promoted. You know what I mean? The Championship at the minute is an unforgiving league. I don't think there's any real consistency in the Championship this season. Like, Leeds at one point were running away with it, West Brom were running away with it, and Fulham were doing well at one point, and they all fucking drop points. But, still absolutely buzzing, like, after that 3-2 win away to West Brom. Fantastic. So, yeah, if you're still watching and you want to be part of the conversation, if you want to chat, and like I say, if you're on your way back as well, safe journey to the tune as well, and let us know your thoughts about the game. I'm watching and listening to this from the Philippines. Hey, welcome. Anybody from wherever you are in the world, if you're watching this from the Philippines, Europe, whatever, just big up to you. Fantastic. Brilliant support. Even Millwall could get playoffs. Didn't want to nab at Millwall. If my friend had a full contract for Blackburn, if he was to buy it, yeah, possibly. Imagine Millwall in the Premier League. Well, why not? I mean, nobody likes them, but anybody can get to the Premier League. I think, if you've seen the likes of Huddersfield, Blackpool, Bournemouth, like why can't they? Why can't Millwall get to the Premier League? It's possible. You're seeing Sheffield United potentially finishing top 7. Yeah, you're getting Wolves potentially, getting Champions League football. They finished 7th last season in Europa League. You've seen Leicester win the Premier League, Champions League. It's possible. Solent has a 6-year deal at 80k a week. Fat Company Bastard will be taking a big financial bath on him, which is strangely satisfying. Honestly, seeing Mike Ashley suffer financially, fantastic. I never like to see anybody financially suffer, but the way Mike Ashley's treated Newcastle in the last 13 years, and he's only starting to do things now. For me, he's never ever going to win me over. Mike Ashley will never ever ever win me over as a fan, regardless. We could win a trophy, right, and he'll never ever win us over. He'll be the owner that destroyed Newcastle United. No, I mean, if he'd done things a lot earlier, I might have had a bit of respect for him, but I don't. Yeah, great win for us. It was a fantastic win. 3-2. We made light work of it at the end, but we found a way to win, and that's what you've got to do. And to be fair, in the first half, we could have been 3 or 4-0 up. I thought West Brom, by their standards, I thought they were pretty poor. But second half, I thought they actually battled really well. But like I say, it's typical Newcastle. We struggled against Rochdale. We struggled against was it Oxford at St James's, the same at the Kassam. I was sort of getting flashbacks, and obviously the game tonight was giving us heart attacks. Honestly, I couldn't believe what I was watching when it was 3-2. I honestly thought West Brom could have got, given 5 minutes. West Brom, right, would have actually got the extra time. Millwall versus West Ham would be like Green Street all over again, yeah. Oh, nice one, mate. Why not? Why not? Support your mates, you know what I mean? That's the best thing to do. Guys, if you're watching the stream, don't forget to hit the thumbs up as well. I know there's 10 of years in. If you hit the thumbs up, great. If you haven't, please do. 111 likes, and we'll keep the stream going for a bit longer. And drop your comments down below. There will be a full review of the game as well. I actually have done it somewhere down there on the laptop, and I will be editing that tonight. So no early night for me. I'll be up all night doing me editing of the review. So yeah, no rest for the wicked. So yeah, like if there's anything you want to talk about Newcastle wise, formation, Steve Bruce, what did he make of his press conference as well? He's talking about Craig Hope as well, the situation regarding Alan St. Maximin apparently falling out with him or an injury. But you know, are you with Steve Bruce? Do you defend the argument? Do you defend his responses? If you've seen the post-match press conference after the West Brom win, because to be fair, I don't particularly like Steve Bruce. I think he might be a great fella, but from a Newcastle fan's point of view, I think he's right in what he said. But like I say, no rest for the wicked the night. Review's got to get done. So yeah, like just drop your comments down below, and we'll keep chatting all things Toon. Quarterfinals, who do you want in the FA Cup quarterfinals? If it's a home or away, who do you want? And do you think we could, I say could, make it to Wembley for the first time in, well, a couple of years since we played Tottenham? If we win the FA Cup, Steve Bruce will get an 8-year contract, probably. At last, Newcastle United has a manager that puts out a strong team in the cup competitions. I thought it could have caught him out tonight, though, against West Brom. I didn't think it was a strong enough side. I thought he could have done better with the likes of Dubravka starting, maybe Shelby. But there we go. Like, you know, at the end of the day, we don't make the decisions. You live and die by your decisions, and that's what Steve Bruce has got to do, unfortunately. So, well, the way I look at it is we've got the job done. That's the main thing. And, yeah, like I say, Steve Bruce is a cup manager, and he has lived up to his name. But, you know, can he get us to Wembley? That's the question. Can he be the first manager in God knows how long, maybe in the late 90s, to actually get us to Wembley, the new Wembley, for actual, you know, cup competition, not a game against Tottenham in the Premier League? Can he actually do it? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. It's possible, but my confidence is like that at the minute with Newcastle, because, like I say, we're doing pretty shit in the Premier League, if you ask me. I don't think we're doing that good. I think we're doing pretty awful. But I drop your comments down below. We'll probably talk for a little bit longer. You know, all things Newcastle. Imagine Sunderland if we win the FA Cup. Well, we're a bigger club than Sunderland. We're a bigger club. So, thing is with Sunderland, they're an irrelevant football club. They're in League One. I mean, they were getting a buzz for beating bloody Fleetwood. Oh no, they got a draw, didn't they? They got a buzz for drawing with Fleetwood. Fucking Fleetwood. Oh, Phil Parkinson's the saviour, is he? Well, we'll wait and see come May. Problem is they got back-to-back relegations as well. So, you know, big clubs don't get back-to-back relegations. And big clubs do not cry on Netflix. And big clubs, right, don't take it up the arse in the FA Cup. What happened to Sunderland? Oh yeah, they didn't get past round one. Round one. Sunderland, round one. Breaking records every season, man. Making the Geordies laugh. Since 2017. Steve Bruce got Hull to Wembley. Same year they got relegated. I thought Hull were lucky that game against Arsenal. I thought if they got that third goal, I thought they would have actually won it. But, you know, you got Hull to the final, and that's great for them. You know, it's good for that city. But for Newcastle, though, we should be taking the cup competition seriously. And I can't believe it's taken this long. You know, it should never, ever take this long to go on such a run. You know what I mean? We demand a team that wins, and we also demand a team that tries, especially in the cup competitions, but different for the Prem. Exactly, like Bristol Rovers, like fucking Bristol Rovers. Sunderland against Bristol Rovers, and they're getting the fucking buzz over Bristol Rovers. You know what I mean? Like, that's just routine for us. That's just routine. But, yeah, like I say, quarterfinalists, you know, I kind of complain. We've managed to, you know, make it that far. Lewis said, see you later. I mean, yeah, no problem, mate. Like I say, it's getting late now. Yeah, I understand. We're now an hour into the stream. Like I say, if there's anything you want more talk about with Newcastle, let us know. But if the stream is going to die a death, then of course I'll be back with the review for the game yesterday now, because we're in a new day. Yeah, I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit now as well. So, like I say, quarterfinalists, absolutely buzzing with that. Like, I mean, like I say, I made light work of it, but yeah. Bristol Rovers were playing non-league football a few years ago. Yeah, I remember that. I remember they got relegated. But like I say, Sunderland are in exactly the same league as them, so says it all, doesn't it, about Sunderland? How shit they are. But like I say, I mean, this stream's all about Newcastle, making it through to the quarterfinals. Like you can't, it's great, like, isn't it? I mean, it's not something we often get to say. It's not often I get to say that on the channel that we've made it to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And yeah, I know it's not a big deal to all the other clubs because if you're like a Chelsea or an Arsenal or a Liverpool or whatever with all this money, then yeah, of course, like it's routine for you. It's like that's normal. But for us, it's not often that we make it this far. And like I say, I'm not going to be deluded to say we're going to get past the quarterfinals because we're going to get a big boy, and we're going to have to stand toe to toe with them. And if we don't do that, then we'll get punished. As simple as that. Guys, if you're watching the stream for the very first time, if you haven't seen me, please don't forget to go along and hit the thumbs up just down below. Takes literally 2 seconds of your life to do it. We're on 12 likes. If we can boost that up, that would be brilliant. Drop your comments down below. And like I say, if there's any Newcastle fans on the coaches or in the car or whatever, safe journey back to the northeast tonight or this morning. As I lose my voice, as you support Newcastle United, it's what it does to you. But yeah, subscribe as well. Like if you haven't seen me before, even if you didn't comment and you didn't want to like the video, if you want to subscribe, that would be great as well. Because yeah, it helps us to grow and stuff. And I know time's getting on that, but say if you want to be part of the conversation, just keep dropping your comments down below. It's gone just a little bit quiet, so feel free to keep the conversation going. And yeah, stick the thumbs up, be part of the conversation, subscribe, and yeah, I'll probably talk for another 1 minute 1. I'll probably talk to 1 minute 10. I'll probably stay quiet for a bit, and then if nobody else interacts, then I'll probably just end it. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I did a quick fourth, but I thought I'd drop it because yeah, I don't know, I like doing quick fourths, but I don't know if I want to do do you know what it is? I don't know if I want to do a live stream now. I think a live stream might be better. I feel like I get more people involved. More people can have their say. Do you know what I mean? I want more people to have their say. A Newcastle fan, any fan that loves football. If you want to talk to me, because it's easy for me to do reviews and previews and shit like that. But if you want to talk to us live, that's good. Yous are my hardcore subscribers. Yous have been here since whenever I've started doing it. Jason said, "Imagine if Bruce brought us our first piece of silverware since 1969. Honestly, that would be. I wouldn't know what to say. We've won something, but I want to see we lift a bit of silverware. I know other clubs will say, it's down to the FA Cup. For what we've had to go through in the last 13 years, or for God knows how long. Let's discard the Mike Ashley situation for how long it's been, right? I think we are owed to win an FA Cup, but I want to say we'll get to Wembley. I really do. I want to get a ticket to Wembley. I'm itching to go. I've got the money there and then. I'll get a ticket. If we get to Wembley, I'm going. I know people who will get me a ticket. So if we can make it to Wembley, I will be there. Don't you worry about that. Statue of Steve Bruce if we win the FA Cup. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. They'll be calling him fucking Sir Steve Bruce next. I'll fucking stick that we'll give him. Then again, if Steve Bruce, right, was to win us the FA Cup, then I don't think we can really give Steve Bruce... Well, we can't give Steve Bruce any stick anymore. We kind of call him shit because he would have won more domestic trophy, but obviously for now, he hasn't won out. He's just got way to the quarters, and look at the run that we've had. We've had fucking Oxford, Rochdale, West Brom. And they've all been sort of tough games because we've made them look tough. Because the way we defend, the way we just collapse. Do you know what I mean? You kind of just collapse like that. Fucking typical Newcastle. Like I say, please like the stream as well. We've got 13 likes. And if you're new around here, please don't forget to go along and sub as well. I want to try and get the subs up if we can. See where we go. And drop your comments down below. Be part of the conversation. Tonight, this morning, we're talking about, the FA Cup. We got to the quarterfinals. Any other club, Chelsea, Arsenal fans, get in touch. Jason, you put blow up doll statue for Joe Linton if he scores again. Probably. Then again, they had the inflatable dicks, didn't they, down at the Hawthorns. I've seen a couple of them, the fucking helicopter against Oxford United. That was funny. Oh, funny as fuck that was. We will show Sunderland fans how to win at Wembley. Well, like if we make it, I mean, they've had more appearances at Wembley than us, haven't we? They've had the checker trade. I think they've had what was it? The League One playoff, which they bottled as well. They bottled the League Cup final. Uh, we are due. We are due a cup final. Like we had a few back-to-back ones in the '90s, the late '90s, but we haven't done out since. We've done fuck all since. What you saying? You saying no, Fountain Leipzig, please? Uh, I don't know. Like I want to see we're right. I want to see a home tie. That's what later on today, right? I want to say that we've got a home tie against one of the big boys. I'll take any of them. Honestly, right? If you want to go for, if we want to go to Wembley, right? We're gonna have to play one of the big boys. You know, we can't just say, "Oh, we're gonna get Sheffield Wednesday," because I can't see them going through. I can't see a Derby going through either. Like we've just got to take what's put in front. If we've got an Arsenal, we'll take it. Chelsea, Man United, Spurs, whatever, right? I would fancy us, right, if we were at home. But then if we went out, we went out. If it's away from home, the task will be made difficult. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if Steve Bruce went with a five at the back. You know what I mean? If we get an away tie, I would see Steve Bruce come with a five at the back. I really could see it. I really could. So yeah, like please like the stream if you're new or if you've been watching for a while for a good hour. Let's try and get the likes up. We're on 14 likes now, nearly on 15, and then 15 and counting practically if we can get there. Sub as well if you're new. If you're a Geordie, if you're travelling back as well from the game, let us know what you thought about it. Who was your man of the match? What do you think of the goals as well? I thought Miggy's goals were fantastic. I thought Lazaro, we got a bit fortunate, but we'll take it. What do you think of the defending as well for the West Brom goals? I thought they were pretty poor, you know, by our standards, letting the Championship side back into the match. But yeah, like plenty to talk about as well, maybe for the next 20 minutes. I'll try and keep it going for about a minute 15, but if it dies a death, then of course I will end it. So yeah, you got a bit of time now to put your comments down below, create the conversation, and yeah, I'll stay quiet for a bit and see if anybody drops any more comments down below. So we've got, like I say, we're talking about the FA Cup quarter final, which Newcastle have made it into. Got 4 people in the stream, so yeah, just drop your comments down below. Give me voice a bit of a rest as well. So we could talk a little bit about Southampton as well. If there's any Geordies in that want to talk about Southampton, please drop them down below your comments for that one. That'll be a tough game on Saturday at St Mary's as well. Like I say, talking about the FA Cup, who we're going to get in the quarterfinals, who do you think will draw? And do you think they'll be home or away for the Toon? I think it's going to be a home tie, but I could be completely wrong. Let us know if you're at the game as well. And I'll give you a shout out as well on the stream. I hate playing Southampton away. Yeah, like it's a tough place to go, isn't it? It's a long way to go. Hopefully, this progression into the quarterfinals is give the lads a little bit of a lift. You know that's what we need, a little bit of a lift. But yeah, Southampton's never easy at the best of times. Definitely not. So yeah, like drop your comments down below if you've been to the match, or just let us know if you watched it. You know, the West Brom Newcastle game, 3-2 to the Toon. Fantastic. Got through to the quarterfinals. 2 wins and we're safe. Yeah, like quite possibly. I mean, if we can get something at Southampton, like a point, 33 points, we'll keep building. We need something at either home to Sheffield United or Aston Villa, but I think the Villa game will be postponed because of the FA Cup. But if we can, you know, if we can do something against one of those 2 clubs at home, then really we should be looking to be safe. I think this year safety could be, I'd rate it be about 40 points. I was going to say 36, but with like Watford beating Liverpool, going on to 27 points, then they really have opened up a gap. Obviously, we're only 5 points off the drop, so I don't want to be deluded to say that we're not going to go down because, you know, we're still in trouble. We're far from safe. If we lose to West Brom and results go against us, then, you know, you could be talking 2 or 3 points from the drop. So, and then the pressure really is on. And I don't think we'll go down, but then again, never say never with Newcastle. You never know what's going to happen. And obviously, Steve Bruce lately has been changing the formation, so hopefully it might work, but it's not going to be a quick fix. Definitely not. Don't want to sound negative, but us staying up will only mean more money for Mike Ashley and Sports Direct. Yeah, like I say, it's obviously the Premier League TV rights, the BT Sport, the Sky Sports, BN Sport, whatever they are. All these other TV companies that have a say in the Premier League. Yeah, that's just the way it is, unfortunately. But like I say, a club of Newcastle's stature, we should be in the Premier League. I mean, we should be competing with the best, but we obviously don't because we don't, spend enough money to compete with the best. And if you can't do that, then you're just cursing your luck every season, and that's exactly what's happening. But like I say, it's despite all the negativity around the club, it's just great that we can have something to shout about. I know it's only a quarter final, but like at least we can make it and say that we made it to the quarter final. It's been 14 years. That's a long time, for a club of Newcastle stature, and to have made it that far. It's great for the community. It's great for everybody, that's getting up in the morning for work, and that we can say we got to the quarter final. And like I say, whatever happens in the quarter final, right, that takes care of itself. That takes care of itself. And the way I look at it, every game that we play, we take it one game at a time. That's the way I look at it. So, guys, I'm probably going to be speaking for like another 4 more minutes. So if you've got anything more else to say about the FA Cup, then please drop your comments down below. Otherwise, I will be switching off and editing my match review for tomorrow morning. So, like I say, no rest for the wicked. Fernandes staying. Do you know what it is? I'm torn between Fernandes staying. I do like him. I think he is a good centre-back. Maybe he was just being rested for the game tonight against West Brom. But 2-year contract, wasn't it? It's a difficult one to say, isn't it, with Fernandes? I don't think he's been a bad player at the club. I think he's been decent. I'm going to say no, but then I wouldn't be surprised if Steve Bruce and Newcastle give him a new contract. That's if Bruce is still at the club, if he's still survived that long. But difficult one to really call, but it's difficult to say. Obviously, Matty Longstaff hasn't got a new contract yet, which is very concerning because this lad's a real, he's got real potential. He scored some crucial goals in the FA Cup. He scored some crucial goals in the Premier League, and for the sake of money, if we're going to let him go to another club, I think it's wrong what Mike Ashley and the board are doing. Surely it's easy enough just to offer him a contract, offer him what he needs. But obviously, it may not just be down to Matty Longstaff, it might be down to the agent as well. The agent may not feel like he's getting a fair deal. We should be competing with teams like Wolves, like they were playing teams like Leyton Orient and Crawley Town 6 years ago. Fuck's sake, and now look at them compared to us. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, because Wolves obviously have ambition to spend money, spend within their means, to sell what they need to sell at Deadwood. Unlike Newcastle United, which just keep persisting with people like Manquillo, fucking Yedlin. I could name a lot in our squad that I don't think are good enough, but like I keep saying, I'm controversial, but sometimes you've got to be controversial. You've got to say it as it is, and people don't like us for it, but, at the end of the day, I'm me, they are there. So, yeah, like I say, let us know if you were down at the game. The Hawthorns, obviously, beating 3-2. I thought West Brom, by the way, if there's any West Brom fans watching, I thought he's played quite well. And yeah, like if you could stick a like on the stream as well, even when I leave, that'd be great. And put your comments down below. We're on 14 likes, so if we can get it up, that'd be great. Just to let me know that you are around. And feel free to put your comments down below and be part of the conversation. Do we miss Perez? Yeah, we're missing big time. Because Perez was getting with the goals. He was scoring double figures every season. We went down to Leicester and won 1-0. And he's went to other stadiums and we've done it against Tottenham and that in the past. And Perez was a real focal point. A bit like Rondon. If one of them wasn't playing, they're a real focal point. It was great when they were both playing Rondon and Perez, but nowadays it's a case of, yeah, like, I don't think we really have a focal point with Joe Linton because he's too far deep. And that's the problem. Perez will end up like an average La Liga team like Real Betis. Do you think so? I think he's doing okay at Leicester. I mean, is he going to win something? Who knows? He could win a domestic title, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. It's going to be an interesting call for Perez, but like I say, I imagine if we still had like Rondon and Perez, I think we'll be a lot higher in the table. I don't like to put the pressure on Joe Linton, but I feel like I have to. With the price tag, the number 9. For me, if personally, I would rest the number 9 shirt next season. I'd give Rondon a completely different. Sorry, not Rondon. I'm tired. I'd give Joe Linton a completely different number. I've not been impressed with Perez at Leicester. I think he's been okay. I wouldn't say amazing, but I think he's done a lot better than people thought. He got a hat trick as well, didn't he, against Southampton? ASM needs more goals for all the funny around that you get. Yeah, I totally agree. I think he's a very good player, Joe Linton. I didn't say Maximin. He's a box of tricks, but yeah, he could do a lot more, couldn't he? He could score a lot more goals, and he's got real potential. I mean, he set up 2 goals for Almiron as well, so he is deadly. But yeah, he does need to score a lot more goals, and we need him a lot more now than ever before because I feel like the centre backs aren't chipping in like they were doing at the start of the season. But I wasn't expecting them to score goals anyway because, like I say, with Joe Linton not banging the goals in, Almiron has to step up, and he has tonight, against West Brom. But like I say, when it comes to the main games in the Premier League, where are the goals coming from? You know what I mean? Like we've got 3 against West Brom, but we struggled. In the last sort of half an hour of that match. If that had been a Premier League team, I think we would have. I wouldn't say we would have been knocked out because that would have been a bit harsh, but we definitely would have went extra time. Say Maximin or Ben Arthur. I loved Ben Arthur. I thought he was fantastic. I don't think at this moment in time we've seen the best out of Alan St. Maximin, but he will get a few more goals. We will see a lot more of him. I know he had a chance off the crossbar against West Brom, but I love Ben Arthur. I think he was fantastic, but he could be the next big thing for us. Well, he is. Without St. Maximin, for me, we're a toothless side. So yeah, guys, if you are new, please like the stream, subscribe, put your comments down below as well. Let us know what you thought about the match against West Brom. We're now through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. I've been going for about an hour and 17 minutes, so if you want to be part of the conversation, please feel free to drop your comments down below. And I will be doing a match review for the game as well. That'll be out in the morning or tomorrow afternoon, so stay tuned for that. And I'll be back as well for the FA Cup draw, which will be either a live stream or I'll just do a recording straight after it. Will Rob Elliott ever play again? I don't think so. I like Rob Elliott. I think he's been a good servant to the club, but yeah, his time's up now. I think Darlow's time's done at the club as well. I know he played the day against West Brom, but for me, I think it's Dubravka all the way. And then maybe Freddie Woodman if we don't decide to sell him to Swansea, or if Swansea, come up with a realistic price and they end up getting him. But for me, next season, I think it'll be Dubravka. I would say Freddie Woodman, and then possibly Darlow if we keep him. Being third choice, he'd be downgraded to third choice. But personally, I think both of them will be gone come the end of the season. But I think he has played his last game. Can't remember the last time Rob Elliott played. It would have been last season or the season before. It's been a long time. Rob Elliott will either retire or go to a League One team. Well, to be honest, I think he's done. He was a good keeper for us. I think he was a good signing in Alan Pardew. I'll give Pardew credit where it's due. I thought, coming from Charlton, I was like, Rob Elliott? Like who's Rob Elliott? You know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, he's been a good servant to the club. He's, when we've relied on Rob Elliott, he's been decent. So I cannot really complain there. I'd definitely say Darlow's done. I think he would probably drop back to the Championship. I think he's done at this club as well. I don't dislike Darlow either, but he's got a few errors in him. That's a problem. And I don't think he's really Premier League quality. But nice guy, though. I've met him a few times, but I think he's better suited in the Championship. Plus, he's worthy of, playing regular games instead of just sitting on the bench. Mankier, one of the most improved players at this club. I'm still not too sure about him. I still believe we could do better. He does have some good and bad games. I think against Burnley, the only problem I have with him, he just needs to work on his delivery. If he can work on his delivery, then he could become a really good player. But he's had injury problems as well. Obviously, Yedlin's had a few injury problems. We've had injuries all season. That's been our problem. We've had injuries all over the park. Darlow will go to a team like Reading. Possibly. I don't think he'll be in a Newcastle shirt next season. I really can't see it. I mean, for the good of his career, he shouldn't be at Newcastle. I think he needs to be playing regular football. If I was Caldalo, I mean, if I supported Newcastle and I was Caldalo, for me, I'd be calling out for first team football. If I wasn't getting it, then I wouldn't stay. You know what I mean? Like you're not going to be recognised for sitting on the bench. Daniel Pierre said, "What positions do you think we should prioritise in the summer to buy? We definitely need a striker, mate. It's for me, it's the priority. I would get rid of Andy Carroll, Dwight Gale, and Mutu. We need to replace them three, in my opinion. Joe Linton, he's not really a striker, in my opinion. He's more like a left winger, isn't he? He spends like too much time 30, 40 yards in his own half. He's too deep. Doesn't act like a number 9. I would honestly retire that shirt next season and give it to a decent striker with a decent name. But yeah, like I think the strikers would definitely need to work on. Centre backs, to be fair, I think we're doing okay at the back, but we're putting too much pressure on ourselves. Midfield could be worked on a little bit. I mean, there's a few players might end up leaving. You never know. You can never tell what's going to happen in the window. Mutu, what the fuck? What are you more for Mutu, Jason, or do you like Mutu, or do you think do you think he deserves a chance? I don't know, lad. For what I've seen of him, I don't think he's really cut it for me. I think he should be gone like Andy Carroll and Dwight Gale. I think for me, all three of them are finished. They're finished at this football club, as far as I'm concerned. We need a striker, possibly a midfielder. It all depends on Hayden and Shelby. Where's Hayden's head at? Is he going to eventually leave? Because I know he's been wanting to leave. I know he's stuck around this season, but where's his head at? Shelby, has he got a future at the club? We really don't know. Mutu can't hack the Prem, mate. I totally agree with you. Like he's if you could hack it, he would get games, and he simply hasn't cut it for me. I know he scored, was it against Leicester in the Carabao Cup, but like it was against Leicester side who, quite frankly, couldn't be asked. I know they made a game of it, but yeah, guys, if you're on the stream and you want to hit the like button, that'd be great. We're on 14 likes, so I know it's a bit late in that, but if you could like literally spend 2 minutes of your time hitting the thumbs up, put your comments down below, and be part of the conversation. 15 likes, whoever did that, thank you very much. And if you haven't subscribed on that, that'd be great. Like, help us out in that way. Help the channel to grow. I know we're only a small channel on that, but it would be nice just to get more of you guys involved in that, So, as I lose my voice. So, who was your man of the match? I thought it was Alan St. I was going to say Alan St. Maximin. I could have said that for the assists, but I'm actually going to say Miggy for the 2 goals. Hayden will go to a team like Bournemouth, and I don't want us to sign Bentleb on a permanent. Yeah, I don't want Bentleb either. I think he's a nice guy, don't get us wrong, but he's not really what we want, is it? Not Bentleb. I think we could do better than Bentleb, personally. He is good cover for now, but yeah, we've got to think of the future, really. Seems a long time since Mutu got that goal at Old Trafford. He's not fit for purpose, and 12 million for him was a bit of a joke. Oh, definitely. Like, I don't know where we get these prices from for players. Like, Mutu, 12 million. Joe Linton, 40 million quid. I mean, whoever's idea was to get Joe Linton for 40 million pound, man. They need to give their head a wobble. That's just ridiculous. You could have got 2 strikers for that. You could have got 2 strikers for 20 million quid. Or you could have got, like, 2 strikers for 50 million each, and you could have got a centre mid. We could have even got a left back for that. What would you rate our January signings out of 10? I think if I wasn't wrong, I think I gave her a 6 out of 10. It was okay. I mean, we've done a lot better than I thought. We got 3 loan and signings in, better than Nout, but we could have done a lot better. We could have got an extra striker and we could have got a few out the club. We could have done a hell of a lot more. Like, that's my problem with this club. Like, we leave things far too late and we make far too many rash decisions. And that's why we're having the problems that we're having, because we've got far too much deadwood at the club. Fair enough, this video, I am giving them credit for the quarterfinals, but, like, look at the league form. Look at what the manager has to work with. You know what I mean? Like, we've got too many championship players in our squad, and some Newcastle fans will disagree, which is fine. You're well within your means to, but we aren't a good side, unfortunately. We're not. We've got Alan St. Maximin, right? We've got Almiron, right? But he's playing with, like, Joe Linton up front, Mutu, Andy Carroll and that. Like, not good. Not good players. Yedlin, I don't particularly rate. I think he's done. I think Mankio's done. I think we could do a lot better in the summer. I really do. I think with a long window, we should have the financial clout to go out and buy decent players. Recognised players from the Liga BBVA, the German league, the Italian league. we should be going out and being able to attract good name players for like a good 15, 20 million, not going out and getting loan signs because, at the end of the day, they're not our players and they can be recalled back, after that loan deal. And regardless if they've played well, it's their advantage because it's their player, not ours. So let's have a look. Should we sign Lazaro on a permanent? No, I don't want him. That's just my opinion. I know he scored against West Brom, but for me, I would sign Jethro Willems. I don't know if any of you guys in the comments would agree with that. I think Jethro Willems has had a fantastic season. I know he got injured against Chelsea, but for me, he's an absolute tank. Honestly, he's a fantastic player for us. Definitely been one of our better signings, I would say, in the summer, alongside St. Maximin. Obviously, Alan St. Maximin could score more goals, which I'd love to see, but you can't go wrong with that. Guys, if you are new, please like the stream. We're on 15 likes. That's good. Try and boost that up and put your comments down below. Subscribe if you haven't as well. That would be great. And try and grow the channel. We're trying to get to 2,600 subs. So I think we're something like 50 away or something like that. So I don't really check these things. Our performances for goals scored, I think we're bottom of the league, as far as I'm aware. So, we're only doing it to ourselves. Yeah, we need to sign Willems. Yeah, I totally agree. We need to sign players that are actually playing well. What do I think of Sean Longstaff? I think he's had some criticism this season because obviously we're expecting him to maybe kick on from last season. And I have to say the criticism's been right. But then in some games, he's not always been at fault for some of the mistakes that we're making because the defence don't help themselves at times. Obviously, Joe Linton hasn't helped himself up front. And the service has just been pretty piss poor, if you ask me. But yeah, like I'm gonna stay patient with Sean Longstaff. I think he's definitely the future of the club. He's a young lad. Obviously, as you would say, he's been poor since his injury, but we want our local lads to show an example, and I think Sean Longstaff can do that. Like, I just think over time he will get better. I know he didn't score against West Brom, but he came very close, and I think over time Sean Longstaff will get back to the levels that we're expecting from him. Obviously, watching him in the reserves when I used to go, he was a real promising midfielder, and you're seeing him now in the first team. You're seeing him get a real call up, a real shout from Bruce, and I think it's one of them for now where we'll have to be patient. I think Steve Bruce, deep down, actually wants to build around, Sean Longstaff. Maybe put him in a 4-1-2-1-2 if we're still going to go defensive. With Hayden maybe sitting in, but at this moment in time, he's not playing fantastic, but I still think at this moment in time he's starting to show his confidence. I think I know it was against West Brom, but slowly but surely, yeah. Is Middlesbrough a rivalry to you? No, Middlesbrough are a irrelevant football club who think they're actually something which they're not. And yeah, I find Middlesbrough pretty boring to watch, if I'm honest. Boring football club in a boring area. And they're on the verge of going to League One, which that'd be quite hilarious. So, yeah, that sounds very brutal and very controversial, but there we go. I am a controversial bastard, but yeah. Says a lot when Leeds and Middlesbrough is a big thing, which... Yeah. Kraft, a waste of a signing. It's difficult to say because I haven't seen enough of him. Like, has he... If you were to put us on the spot, I would probably say yes, because he hasn't really played enough games. And I thought he was pretty shit against Norwich away. That was pretty much a welcome to the Premier League, and I don't think I've seen him since. I think he's had, 5 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes there. I think he had another game as well. I can't remember who it was against. But that just says a lot. Like, I haven't seen enough of the lad to say that it was a good signing. I think you look at Kraft, and I just think, did we really need to go out and get him? I don't think we did. If you look deep down, we didn't need to get Kraft. I think we already had cover in that area, but Kraft is one of them where I think he could be moved on in the summer. I think we might just take a loss on him, or he could be sent out on loan. I mean, do you really think he's gonna want to sit on the bench all the time? Probably not. Middlesbrough and Sunderland potentially going to Exeter next season. That'd be great. Seeing Sunderland and Exeter, seeing Middlesbrough and Exeter. Enjoy. But then if we're not careful, we could be going to Millwall and Blackburn next season. So, but you know what? It's not to be negative. We're in the quarterfinals. And that's what this video, well, this stream is about. I keep calling it a video because I don't do a lot of streams. But yeah, like I'm still buzzing. Like I still think it's great for the city. It's great for everybody, you know, that we've got so we can celebrate and the fans can travel back happy, you know. There'll be a lot of sore heads in the morning, but you know, it's better to have a sore head knowing that we've got through and we've won a game than have a sore head and fucking take up the arse like we could have done, but didn't. So yeah, like funny enough, we've been going for a minute and a half, and we're on 16 likes. So if you're in the stream and you haven't liked, please hit the thumbs up, and if you're new, please subscribe. Please put your comments down below. Let's keep talking. You know, I don't mind. I'm not tired. Well, I was before, but not now. We keep talking about West Brom and Newcastle. Obviously, 3-2 to Newcastle. Obviously, Liam, what have you said, mate? You've put we could be going to Fleetwood if we aren't careful. Hey, it's not wrong with a trip to Fleetwood. You know, Joey Barton. He'd be having a hero's welcome at St James's Park. If Fleetwood gets promoted, it's possible. League One's so tight this season. Championship's tight, and the Premier League's quite tight as well, especially from mid-table up. Anybody can finish anywhere. If Newcastle can magically put up a good run, we could finish top 7, but we're obviously not. Let's be real with ourselves. I've probably had a bit too much, but yeah. Yep, so like I say, put your comments down below. Let us know what you thought about the game. And we're happy with the result. Who was your man of the match? And if you haven't seen me before, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up and all that good stuff. Social media as well. If you don't follow me on Twitter and Instagram, whereabouts are you? Subscribe, follow. Clark and Dummett, a loss. Yeah, I think Clark's been a very solid centre-back for us. I thought, to be fair, Clark was underrated, I believe. In my opinion, I thought a lot of fans underestimated him because he went Aston Villa and then he got relegated and stuff. But to be fair, like Rafa didn't give him much of a chance, but Steve Bruce, to his credit, actually has, and he's played really well. And he's been one of our go-to centre-backs when it's come to, you know, getting balls off the line, clearing things, and he's been fantastic. Like, yeah, I was good to see him getting to pick up an injury. Controversial, but do you think Dubravka makes too many mistakes? I think not, but seeing him get much stick off Twitter, I don't think he makes many mistakes. I think he's very reliable. I think it's because when we played the 5 at the back, yeah, just inviting teams on. That's all you're doing. And when you invite teams on and your defence is under siege, then yeah, keeper is heavily relied on. I think Dubravka is heavily relied on, but when he has been relied on, he's pulled off some fantastic saves. Do you know what it is, right? If it wasn't for Dubravka this season, and a lot of Geordies, you know, I don't know why they're so controversial towards him. Like, he's one of our best goalkeepers that we've had since probably Tim Krul, Shea Given. You know, he's been a real servant to the club. And like I was saying, if it wasn't for him, for me, we're in the relegation zone because the amount of chances that we don't create enough chances anyway, but the amount of times that we're defending in numbers, it's quite embarrassing. But yeah, I don't. If he is getting stick on Twitter, which no surprise there, I don't think it's really worthy of the criticism because I think he's been fantastic. So I think fans just need to lay off him really and just let him do his job. Liam, what you put? How many fans would Fleetwood bring to St James's Park? Do you think? I don't really know how many fans they get on away days. Like probably 500-600 maybe. It's not bad for them for where they are. Without Dubravka, we'd be in the relegation. Yeah, that's exactly what I've just said. Without Dubravka, for me, we're getting relegated. Dubravka is worth 8 out of 10 points for us. Yeah, definitely. Like, if you look at the games that Dubravka is played, right, this season, how many times has he bailed us out in games? How many times has he did that? I can name so many fixtures this season that have passed us by. For example, Crystal Palace at home when we won. Southampton at home when we won. Burnley, you know, on the weekend. I know he didn't have that much to do, but, you know, he still had to do a couple of things. Chelsea, for example, Man City, you know what I mean? Southampton, just to name a few. You know, it's without Dubravka this season, then I'm not being funny to call Darlow or Rob Elliott, but we're in the relegation zone because I don't think they're on the caliber of what he is. And if you look at Dubravka, right, I personally believe, in my opinion, that he is a Champions League goalkeeper in a very, very bang average squad, and I'll call our side bang average because it is. That save at Palace, yeah, exactly. You know, Crystal Palace away, even though we lost 1-0, could have been 3 or 4 to Crystal Palace, you know, and that's how much he is worth, you know, to our side. And if there's any sort of profit to be made off any player, for me, it'd be Dubravka. We didn't even pay that much for him either. And obviously, he signed his new contract. For me, he's worth 15 to 20 million straight away, if not more. Because we've had Cardiff and Swansea in the Premier League, we may as well have Celtic and Rangers in the Premier League. Yeah, I've always said that. Like, if that's the case, then yeah, definitely. Why can't we have Rangers and Celtic in the Football League? Be great. It'd be something different as well. But then again, it would damage the reputation of other Scottish clubs. I know they're not fantastic, like your St Johnstones, your Hearts, your Hibernians, etc., your Livingstones, but yeah, like I think we need a bit more. They need to be competing with like other English sides. Jason, you said Dubravka might be sold by the fat company bastard. Yeah, like I wouldn't be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised. In the summer, somebody comes in with 15, 20 million quid, he's out the door. It wouldn't surprise us. Like, supporting this club for as long as I've supported them, I've seen plenty of good players leave in the past, and we've replaced them with absolute dross. And yeah, that's just the life of being a Toon fan. It's pretty shit, isn't it? Especially under Mike Ashley. But I still don't get why he was at the game. I really don't. Guys, if you are new, I know there's only 5 years in the stream, but if you could hit the thumbs up or comment, subscribe as well if you haven't seen me before and you're part of the conversation for the first time, that would be great. If there's any Newcastle fans travelling back as well on the coaches, the cars, walking, whatever, safe journey back. And what a result down at the Hawthorns. So yeah, I'll probably keep talking for a little bit longer. I'll probably try and get the stream to about a couple of hours, and I'll probably end it. So you've got time to keep put your comments down below. I'm not tired yet, so I'll just keep talking all things Newcastle. Plus, I've got a review to do, but screw it. I'll sort that out later on. I don't even think we've replaced the likes of Kabay and Loic Remy. Then again, Loic Remy was only a short-term replacement. Like, he didn't really stay that long. I mean, I enjoyed him, but any news on the fake over? Nah, for me, mate, it was never happening. We're never getting taken over unless Mike Ashley decides that he's given up on football, or we'll get relegated, like Liam keeps saying, and we don't get back up at the first or second time of asking, then he might give up. As long as we keep supporting the club, which is the right thing to do, by the way, getting behind the lads. But as long as we keep supporting the club, buying all the merchandise, which we do, because we love the club, you'll stay. You'll stick around because we're making so much money. We're a club that makes money from, the TV rights. But, at the end of the day, I'm like most Newcastle fans. I don't like Mike Ashley. I would love him just to leave. Just to do what's good for the sake of the club. And, yeah, like, obviously, I don't understand why he was at the game. I really don't understand. What's he doing? Like, when he doesn't actually give it 2 shits about the club. That he owns. And he just laughs. That's what really bugs me. He just laughs. Like, as a football owner, why would you laugh at the club that you've bought, that you own? It's just... He really does grind my gears, Mike Ashley. So yeah, like I think quarterfinals will be interesting draw. Like obviously last 8 we're playing the big boys, so be an interesting one. Need to aim for more than pure air survival. Wolves is a good example of ambition. Yeah, exactly. Like I don't disagree with you. They've got some very good players on their side. They've got Ruben Neves. They've got Diego Jota. They've got Armand Traore as well, or whatever he's called. I forgot his name now. But like Wolves, I like how they play football. Like you don't have to spend a lot of money, but you've got to buy shrewdly, but within experience, and they've got the experience. And that's obviously what we lack at times. We're good at the back, but midfield just lack of experience gets overrun. Yeah, like it's pretty shit really when you're just looking to stay up every season, which is the case under Mike Ashley, isn't it? Now it's changed. Like I say, like we can't keep a hold if we're better players. That's our problem. We can't do it because obviously he's a businessman. It's all about his money. We were linked with Traore as well. Yeah, well, I think we were linked. I can't remember if it was last summer or the summer before, but yeah, you couldn't see him coming to Newcastle, could you? Really, not under this regime. Jimenez, they also got. Yeah, like I say, they've got a very good side. I like that Matt Doherty as well. I think he's a very good player for them. I think he likes to attack. They've got pace, which is something we lack, I would say. Obviously, we've got Slow Linton up front. The only bit of pace we actually have got is Mickey and bloody St. Max, and apart from that, but just glad to see we're through. But looking into the league form, obviously Southampton next. I'm not confident. I'm not, even though we've beaten West Brom, I'm not confident going down to Southampton. If it had been at St James's, I might be a bit more confident, but we're not doing very well. We haven't done very well down at Southampton, so hard times. So yeah, like I say, guys, if you're new, if you want to hit the like button as well, that'd be great. 17 likes, so we're doing really well. So like I say, thank you so much for being involved with the stream at night. I know it was a bit of a weird early present for you, but are we not signing players over 25 anymore, with the exception of injured Andy Carroll? I don't know. I don't know what the policy is now. As far as I was aware, it was younger players, get them good, sell them on, which, yeah, it might be good for the club and that, but is it really benefiting the club, or is it benefiting Mike Ashley? It's not benefiting the fans, I know that for sure. Why sell you better players? But obviously we have had some older players in the past, but personally I think Andy Carroll has to go in the summer. That's just my opinion on Andy Carroll. I think he has to go. I really do. Wolves also got a really good manager. Yeah, they have. Nuno Espirito Santo has done a very good job since taking them out of the Championship. And he's really grown them as well. So, you can't fault what he's doing. Obviously, Steve Bruce, you want him to do well, but is Steve Bruce the long term? I don't think he is, personally. I know he got with the quarters. Fair play to him, but is he really the long term for the club? It's difficult to say right now, but I don't think he is, personally. That's just because, like I say, I'm controversial. So yeah, let us know what you thought about the game as well against West Brom 3-2. Into the quarterfinals. What do you think? It's been a long time since the first on this channel that I've said that, because the last time we got a quarterfinal, I think, was against Benfica. Steve Bruce will take us down eventually, possibly, if he doesn't get the investment. Jason Hughes said Elias Sorensen has not kicked on. Nah, I've watched him in the under 23s, and I think he's been pretty poor, if I'm honest. He's had some loan deals as well, and simply they haven't worked out for him. You want players to do well, in the under 23s. The one who I think is going to break through next season for me will be Tom Allen. I wouldn't be surprised next season if Tom Allen makes a lot of substitute appearances. I wouldn't be surprised in any way, shape, or form. But he's definitely breaking it through. You wanted to cry when we lost to Benfica, but to be fair, Benfica, they're actually a good side. They play good football. And I think personally the damage was already done. At Benfica's ground. I thought at the same light it was already done, but I thought St James's, I thought they gave a really good account of themselves. But like I say, I think we're doing quite well to get that far at the quarterfinals, even against Benfica, to have played up against them and matched them as well. It's great. Why did Atu stay? Honestly, mate, good question. Why did Atu stay? For me, I think Atu is another one. He needs to get in the bin. He's done. He's got pace, but he doesn't use it. He's got the pace, and when he does use it, in the final third, he's shit. Honestly, the lad can't pass a ball across a ball to fucking save his life. Do you still live stream FIFA? I haven't done much of that this season, to be fair. I don't know why. I'm just not. I don't know what it is. I'm just not enjoying FIFA 20 this year. I know I play it a little bit, but there's something up with EA games at the minute, like FIFA. I know there's been a lot of there's been a lot of stuff going around about Kurt and stuff. Obviously, being kicked off the game completely, hasn't he? He's lost his account and stuff. But obviously, if you don't play FIFA or watch other YouTubers than myself, then you probably won't understand. But yeah, FIFA for me at the minute is just, I don't want to completely rage on YouTube, you know what I mean? With FIFA the way I play. But yeah, just happy to see we're through at the quarterfinals. I just think it's a great moment for the club. And they say with those 5,000 Geordies who turned up as well, I think it was just great for them. People say we'll be more attractive in the Premier League. Then why can Charlton get new owners before us? I really don't know. It's hard to really compare us to Charlton at the minute because obviously I know they had a few problems themselves with financial troubles. Obviously, the owner didn't really share the ambitions with the fans and stuff, but they obviously protested. But they did a protest which we haven't done. Like throwing bloody pigs and tennis balls onto the pitch and that. We haven't done anything like that yet. So I wonder if Colback still even trains for his paycheck. I think he does. I've seen him a few times at the training ground. To be fair, he's actually canny. I don't think he's the one for the club. Obviously, he's done now, but every time I've seen him, he's always had a good attitude. Like for somebody who doesn't actually play, he's actually not as bad as what people make him out to be. I think he's a canny lad. To be fair, I'll actually give him a little bit of credit where it's due. But Rafa wasn't a big fan of him. Obviously, it's got to be something to do with the club because obviously this is two managers now that haven't given him a chance. So, but then again, didn't think he's good enough for our level now. I think he's done. But I don't know. Like I don't really want to. I don't really want to stick around and say that he's shit and that because obviously he might be good. At a championship club. Now Charlton got new owners. Watch them overtake us in a few years. Same with Brentford and Bristol City. Honestly, mate, I really don't know like what's going to happen. Like with Newcastle, you just take it with a pinch of salt. You know what's going to happen to us. You just don't know what's going to happen in the next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year. You know what I mean? Like whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? Like you reap what you sow at the end of the day. The fans are doing their bit. We're doing our bit, going to the games and supporting the lads. But if the if Mike Ashley's not backing the club correctly, which he isn't, then you reap what you sow at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If he goes financially worse off because we've gone down, then it's his own fault. Is Jamie Sterry done? I would say so, mate. Like, he's another one, canny lad, but he's been like on the fringes of like the first team in the under 23s for far too long. At his age now, he should be either a proper first team starter or coming off the bench, or he should be going out and playing Championship or League One football, especially at his age. He shouldn't be in the under 23s anymore. He shouldn't even be playing at that level. Like he's capable enough of maybe playing in the Championship, League One, League Two, but there we go. I just believe that for some reason we haven't got the right deal from him. I don't think he's got a future at the club anymore, personally. Again, controversial, but I think he's done at this club, mate. Unfortunately, I think he's done. Just like a lot of our players at this club, I think they're done. So yeah, like if you're at the game tonight, let us know. Put your comments down below. Stick a thumbs up as well if you're new to the stream and you haven't seen me before, and subscribe as well. Like try and grow the channel and shit. Try and get as far as possible. I'm only a small channel as well, so it'd be great just to try and grow as best we can. 18 likes and grown as well, which is, I know it's not loads of likes, but it's great. We've had 18 people who've liked. Probably had a few dislikes as well, probably, but I'm not going to know that until I leave the airstream. But hey, who cares? Probably just the Mackhams, the Smuggies, the haters. So yeah, like if there's any Geordies like travelling back from the game and you're still awake, let us know like what you thought about the game. Safe journey back as well if you're travelling by coach, car, plane, whatever. Just safe journey. And yeah, like who was your man of the match? What do you think of Victor Fernandez? I still believe the lad's got a future, but I wouldn't be surprised if in the summer we'll look to maybe send him out on loan. That wouldn't shock me one bit. The lad's got the talent there, but is he really ready for the first team? I don't think he is. But he's definitely worthy enough of maybe playing in a League One or a Championship side, because when I've watched them play, there's a lot of talent there. But obviously, it's up to Ben Dawson and the new manager of the under-23s to see if he's good enough. But that's the thing. We're going to have to start using our reserves now, because like if we're not going to buy proper players for decent wages, then we'll have to use the under-23s. That's what they're there for. That's why we've got an academy. That's why we'll pay for it. So use them. Let them build into the first team. If Liverpool can get Trent Alexander-Arnold good, right? Why can't we? Why can't we get our players good? Questions that need to be asked. But like I say, it was a bit of a mix tonight. Obviously against West Brom, obviously the result was pretty mixed as well. I thought the performance was very mixed. But the big thing is we got the job done, and that's all you can do. In a cup game, it's a one-off game. I said it in the preview, and like we've managed to get the job done. So, like I say, I think I'm going to talk for like another 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to end the stream here. So then I've done it for a couple of hours, and then these people can get their say on the game, against West Brom. But obviously, we'll have maybe a live stream or another recording tomorrow for the FA Cup live draw as well. So I'll have that on the channel. Hopefully, it's a good one. Hopefully, it's a home tie. I'd love to get a home tie. So yeah, like just wait and see what happens, I guess. But I wouldn't be fucking surprised if we get Man City. No shock there. Then again, I wouldn't be fucking surprised if we get bloody Arsenal or Tottenham. Isn't Shola our loan coordinator? I think our loan record is very underwhelming for the lads we've sent out. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he plays a leading role in that. It's just difficult to know where the players are going at the minute. Like, some of them are. Tom Allen for me. I think he's definitely got a place on the bench for the first team. If not this season, definitely next season. He's proven it this season. He set up. Was it Joe Linton as well against Rochdale at St James's? Obviously they were tiring out, but he did his job there. But the rest of them, for me, they have to go out on loan if they want to better themselves, right? And they want to show that they're willing to get in the first team. They have to go out on loan. They have to play competitive games in the Championship, League One, League Two. Get some games under your belt, score some goals, show the manager that you want to be involved, because that's the only way you're going to get involved in our first team is by going out on loan, playing games, showing that you're willing. And if you show that you're willing, then who knows? Some of them, I think, just aren't good enough. You think Tom Allen will go out on loan? Probably. Like, you might get a few maybe games in the pre-season, but then if he goes out maybe with Championship League One side, then you never know. But I think he's a good lad. I think he's a good player. Like, he can score, he can assist. I mean, at this moment in time, he's doing more than fucking Joe Linton, and we paid 40 million quid for him. Says a lot, doesn't it? So we could have actually used him in the game against West Brom. Could have. But it's all ifs and buts, isn't it? So yeah, I think I'm going to be talking now for maybe another 7 minutes, and then I'm going to wrap it up, and I'm going to... I was going to do my review, but I've decided I'm going to go to bed because I'm starting to get tired. So I'll probably just do it in the morning. It'll be out in the afternoon, the review. And then we'll do the maybe a live stream or something, for the game against, the quarterfinals. Getting ahead of myself. But yeah, like if there's any Geordies watching, please stick the thumbs up. West Brom fans, any fan, if you're watching, just help us out. Let's grow the likes. 18 likes and counting. That'd be great. Put your comments down below. Get involved. Got like another 5 minutes, so got a bit of time. And yeah, like if you've never spoken to me before, do beg your pardon. Now's your chance. By the way, for everyone who's actually been watching the stream from like minute one, thank you very much. It doesn't go unnoticed, so thank you very much. And for everybody who actually likes the videos and supports us as well, like really, really thank you very much, because like I said, I don't discard anybody. Any draw tomorrow will be difficult. Yeah, honestly, mate, you're spot on. Like at the end of the day, we've made it to the quarterfinals. We've got this far. We've just got to beat what's put in front of it if we can do it. We would take a home tie. We'll take anybody, but at the end of the day, whether it's home or away, we're going to get one of the bigger boys. And if you want to get to Wembley in the semi-final, then you're going to have to do it the hard way. And we've got a lot of the top six in there as well, so we're going to have to really show what we're about. I mean, if we're at home, I think we've got every chance. I believe in this side if we're at home. But if we're away from home in the quarterfinals, then I think it is a little bit too far, maybe. It depends who we get. If we get a Sheffield United, then I'd fancy her. If we manage to get a Sheffield Wednesday to beat Man City, you never know. Derby, possibly. But, at the end of the day, a Birmingham or a Leicester. But you can only beat what's put in front of you, do you know what I mean? It'll be a tough one. It's going to be a tough ask. I mean? I'm pleased that we've made it to the quarters, but, like, it is going to be tough. I wonder if the fat cockney bastard will allow Brucey to sign his own players this summer. Probably not, mate. There'll be more loan signings and more players who we've never heard of. Probably players from like Belgium and that who are like 18, 19-year-old, where they've scored about 19 goals in that league, and then they're really good in the Premier League. That's exactly what we'll do. We'll pay like 10, 12, maybe 15, 20 million for these unknown players, and then they'll just turn out to be shit because we thought they were one-hit wonders in the bloody Belgian league. I mean, like the Belgian leagues, any add up to the Premier League. Typical Mike Ashley. But yeah, like I just think it's going to be an interesting quarterfinal draw. I think I say tomorrow. It's actually it's Wednesday now, so it's the same day. I'm hoping I'm hoping for actually Sheffield United. I'm hoping for Sheffield United, either home or away. I'll take it. I'll take it. But if one of the championship sides wins, obviously you take it. We've also beaten Club Brugge, who play in the Belgian league. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, they're not really that good. Like, you see them in the Champions League and Europa League, they just get hammered. They're not. The Belgian league is not a good side. It's not a good league, and that's where we're buying players from. They're scoring, what is it, double figures in that league, but like the Premier League, right, will make that division look like the fucking non-league. Honestly, like, I'm not ripping the piss out of the Belgian league, but in any way. But you put the Premier League in that league, right, it'll make that league look like a non-league. Like, it shouldn't even be there. So yeah, you've got 3.5 minutes and counting to get any more last thoughts in about the West Brom game, and I'll be back with the review, which I'll be talking about the whole game and stuff, what I thought about it. And I appreciate everybody who's been in the stream this morning as well. Like I say, a safe journey to all the Newcastle fans coming back on the coach, the car, etc. Hopefully, he's back safe and sound. And of course, there'll be a lot of sore heads, but hey, we've won a game. We've been, let's have a look. Do you you rate the Greek league? No, I think it's the same. By the way, I like the Ultras and stuff. I think they're very competitive amongst each other, but no, I don't. I really don't. If there was a takeover, does the cup run make us look any more attractive to them? It's difficult to say right now, to be fair, mate. I'll probably say so if I was to maybe be put on the spot. Possibly, but like I say, it's the quarterfinals, isn't it? I mean, if we don't make it beyond the quarterfinals, then it's going to be deemed a failure again, isn't it? Mitchell, 23 goals this year, half that, and higher quality in the Prem, and he still would be better than Joe Linton. I mean, to be fair, I didn't actually rate Mitrovic at Newcastle. I thought he was another flop, but then again, he's done really well at Fulham. Obviously, he struggled last year in the Premier League when he got them up, and he's gone back down with Fulham in the Championship and doing it again. So does that not mean that Mitrovic again is a Championship striker? Possibly. Do you know what I mean? Like, Mitrovic was, for me, he was a frustrating player. Like, he had real talent, but I just don't think he showed it enough. But then again, when you have McLaren as your manager, Jesus Christ, you're really going to be struggling. So yeah, felt a bit sorry for Alexander Mitrovic in a sense. But like I say, he did come with a lot of promise. But I'll forgive him because he did actually get the late goal against the Mackhams when we drew 1-1, which if he hadn't have done that, it would have been 7 in a row, which, yeah, I don't think I really want to be hearing from that irrelevant club from down the road. So, yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here, if you don't mind. I hope you all enjoy the victory. We're in the quarterfinals. I'll be back with the review, of course, so stay tuned to that. Stick your notification bell on as well so you never miss it, and stick the thumbs up when the video does release as well. Thank you very much for all your conversation, staying up in that and being part of the channel. Thanks for all your likes. Thanks for all your comments. Thanks for sharing it. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I do want to grow the channel. The things will get better next season. I do promise you that. And yeah, like onwards and upwards, quarterfinals, here we come. And we'll take whoever we'll get. But yeah, if you haven't liked already and you want to like after the stream, please hit the like button. That'd be great. And share with your mates. Tell your mates about us. And yeah, be part of the channel, okay? Liam, thanks for all your comments. And like I said, I'm not going to ignore it. Well, I technically am. But what you say, who are Sunderland again? Yeah, exactly. Who are Sunderland? But yeah, thank you so much for being part of the stream. Good night, Jason, man. Take it easy, mate. Thanks for being part of it. Liam, thanks for being part of the stream. Everybody as well. The Golden God as well. Just people who I can see who've been part of it. Yeah, thank you very, very, very much. And Follow me on the social media as well, on Instagram and Twitter, 100% NUFC. And if you want to message me on there, you can, and I'll get back in touch with you. And yeah, I'm about to end the stream in 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I'm out. How are the lads?